Tara, laro tayo. That used to be the anthem of our childhood, but not anymore. It used to mean a lot. Your playmates, tin cans, slippers, the perfect pamato. The list goes on. But one thing is for sure, you had a great childhood. Spent playing with friends, in the sunshine, in the rain, in the moonlight. Now think about kids around you. Mobile games on their phones, online games with their computers, staying indoors, playing for hours, always in the digital landscape, away from lawns and backyards. Two individuals who absolutely loved their childhoods, Bambi Mañosa and Gary Valenciano, want them back through Awit At Laro. And now they even have two kakampi in Sofia Zobel and Mariana Zobel.
I loved and enjoyed playing pico and then maybe making my pamato look really nice.
I would love making the lines and making sure that each square was equal to the next. I used to play a lot in school was patintero.
We loved playing patintero growing up. It got a little bit competitive, but super fun. Actually, also Chinese garter we played at school, but patintero was the one that growing up over many years I remember and have such wonderful memories playing.
3 years ago, I conceptualized an entire campaign called Laro. I was calling back former students from my Creative Kids studio to come up with an exhibit celebrating Filipino games and play. And all these kids came and they played patintero, we taught them how to play pico, we taught them how to play tumbang preso. My dad said, "Ma'am, I think you need to do music. I always told you that art and music really came together." He said, "Call Gary. Tell him Tito Bobby said, I want the first song to be Bahay Kubo."
Awit at Laro started with the word laro. Okay, there was no awit involved yet. Her dad asked her what would be next after laro. He asked her to give me a call to see how I could be a part of an advocacy that would encourage children to play. 1998 was when I first became the ambassador for goodwill for UNICEF. And I've never been able to come up with an album for them. So when Angeli said, why not the project of Bambi? It really sparked something, and I think that was the official start of it all. I started writing letters, personally giving it to the different artists, the different managers, different songwriters and all. They all contributed into making the album what I feel is a one-of-a-kind thing.
Every piece that he would finish would be passed on to the artists so they can hear what the music sounded like. That way they could interpret the song with their art. So the idea was to come up with a songbook where we had the lyrics inside of the new songs that were created as well as the old traditional songs made new.
When we presented the songs to the songwriters and to the arrangers, we gave them sort of free hand to add on something more than just a good arrangement. What we told them to do was to add something that could really become valuable to the child and to families. So there are good value-oriented messages in many of the songs.
The idea of the doors came about 3 years ago. A lot of these kids no longer go outdoors to play. It would be very nice if we would ask people or artists, kids, to do their renditions of their favorite Filipino game or play on a door. And so the doors will be a fundraiser for Museo Pambata.
It's very heartening to participate in such a campaign where you bring back the spirit of fun, being able to enjoy the outdoors. More importantly, it's inspiring to bring back the essence of what these traditional games are all about.
We're so thrilled because as I mentioned, we take our responsibility seriously at the Ayala Malls of being a center for enjoyment and convergence, but also just as important is being a backdrop for culture and arts. And I think the chance to work with the Tukod Foundation and UNICEF through Gary Valenciano gives us an opportunity to drive a broader purpose through all that we do in grounding us in the importance of our heritage and our culture, but yet in a way that's authentic, accessible, and fun as well.
The big vision for Awit At Laro is that it is our contribution to the preservation of Philippine culture.
For those of you who have fond memories of being a child, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with playing. Now that it's all put together in a project that has about 20 songs that speak about playing and music all put together, something that I'm sure is going to appeal to many of you.
Together, we can bring back the joy of playing outdoors and share the same wonderful childhood. So, what are you waiting for?
Tara, laro na tayo.